Okay, so around 2013, you met Lil Dicky?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, and I guess a manager introduced you?
Yeah. Ant. That's his name, Anthony Martini.
Okay, and this was before he really started dropping music? Or was it
he
around
had
the
already
same time?
dropped. He had already dropped Ex-Boyfriend. He already dropped that song. He was already viral and stuff.
Okay, so Ex-Boyfriend already came out.
Yep.
And that got like 1 million views in 24 hours. And suddenly everyone's, he's now got his foot in the door.
Yeah, he was heavy in the game at that point.
Okay, I mean, what'd you think of Lil Dicky?
When I first met him, I'm like, dude, this dude's smart. He's intelligent, obviously, and he got bars, That was my honest opinion when I first met him. I'm like, I respect what you're doing, man. You just like me. You a dreamer. You trying to get your shit off just like me. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, you got to remember, I met him at a point in my life where I was ground zero. I had nothing. So it was dope to see a breath of fresh air and just to see some light, just to see, okay, this is an opportunity to work with somebody, and, I can show them what I know, show them everything I've been through. And then that's where our worlds collided. And he became one of my best friends and he changed my life forever.
I think like with Lil Dicky, it was interesting in the beginning. Because I remember, I followed his whole career. And I think in the beginning, he was a white dude with a moppy haircut. And this is before Jack Harlow kind of popularized this. His name was Lil Dicky, which, is a play off Lil Dick, And people, and he was doing comedy rap. So I think people weren't really taking him seriously. And I remember I kind of felt the same way until I saw him freestyling Tim Westwood.
Oh, nasty. I was in the room.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were there.
Yeah, I was there. That was in London.
I rewound that multiple times. I'm like, yo, he just killed it. Bro, like live.
Killed it, man. He one of the best, dude. I love his mind. I love his whole process, how he take his time and just come out with the best product. That's what he taught me is just patience, Everything ain't got to be about instant gratification and let's put it out now. It's like, let's put it out when it's the best, like when it's ready, when we know that it's going to go for sure and it's going to do what it do.
Well, yeah, he put out 32 songs, 15 music videos, and then he ran out of money and he started Kickstarter campaign that basically said, I've officially run out of money. In a nutshell, you are funding phase 2 of my rap career. He was trying to raise $70,000 and he raised $113,000 off Kickstarter.
Yeah, off Kickstarter, man. That's amazing, bro. Like, we'll be out in public and people will come up and be like, yo, I sent you this, that, and the third. And I want to support your, that's dope, man.
Right. And then by 2014, he had his first show at the TLA in Philly. And you were his hype man?
Yeah, I was there at his first concert, man. And just to think about from then to now, that shit give me the chills for sure.
He had the professional rapper tour. You were the hype man for that. He put out his first album, Professional Rapper, which had a really interesting set of guest appearances. Yeah. Snoop, T-Pain, Rich Homie Quan, Fetty Wap, Hannibal Buress.
Oh, yeah.
And then he went on tour again, Looking for Love tour, which you're on once again.
Yeah, man.